All right, folks, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't been watching, we have bought a piece of property that we are going to put a mobile home on. And I'm showing you an aerial picture of it because when you're walking through the woods, it's kind of hard to tell what's going on. You just see a lot of trees and it's hard to see which direction you're looking and all of that. So I'm trying to clarify it for you a little bit before we get started here, so you can see just what we're doing. This is a pretty recent picture of how the area looks, and the lot that we have bought is that wooded area right there in the beginning. I'll point to that. Right there in the middle of the screen, I mean. And it stretches all the way back. We're only using about the front half of that, back to about where that those other two mobile homes are. I'll point to that. But we own farther back behind that. So we are going to put a driveway in over here, of course, off of the main road. And I'll show you that. And then we are making a clearing. We kind of chose where the clearing would be based on where there were large trees and small trees and where there was already a little bit of an opening. Now, we showed you in the previous video, if you didn't see it, go back and watch it, how there, at one point, believe it or not, back in the 60s, there was a home on this land. It looks completely wooded now, but there was a home here that's been torn down. So because of that, in that area where that home was, there's actually kind of a little bit of a clearing. So what we're doing essentially is making the clearing bigger and putting a driveway in. The roads that are on the west and the left and the top of the screen there were added in later. Originally, this entire area was a farm, and the farmhouse just happened to sit right in this clearing. So I'm going to show you a few videos that we filmed as we were cleaning up the property. Donnie went by there several times, and then I joined him at the end. And basically, we had to hire a guy to come in and cut some trees down, make a clearing for us. And, of course, the main thing is we need to have room for the mobile home, not only to install it, but also to make sure that if any trees fall, nothing will fall on the mobile home. So we had to create a yard, create a driveway, and also a way that we could get the mobile home in. So this first part of the video is going to be Donnie showing you the preliminary cutting that the guy did. He went over there and worked for a day or two, cutting a bunch of stuff down. Then there'll be another part of the video where Donnie went back, and the gentleman went back and cut down a bunch more stuff, piled it all up. And then I'll go and check out too after we get it all. A lot of the clearing made and see how it looks. So while he's in the woods, you get a little disorientated, but if you just remember that from this aerial shot, we're basically walking around the area that is this driveway that we're creating, and then this big open area that we're creating. So back to my brother, Donnie.
Okay, y'all, we're back over here on this one. Got this big mammoth. Looks like they cut one there. They got it pretty well opened up down the driveway there. You got to get the front yard here cleaned out. Get it done. Got a few bricks there and stuff. Starting to get it opened up. They got a little pile going back here. Looks like they cut another one there. Pretty good one. We got it cut up, and we got another one there cut. We're supposed to cut these 3 or 4 here. All that little scrub stuff's got to come out. There's that truck bed I couldn't find the other day. It's right there. Something hit me in the back of the leg. I guess there's some briars jumped up and got me. Right there is a hand-dug well I never seen. When we was in here the other day messing around. But all this little scrub stuff's got to come out. We're getting there. They piled that up. That's a pile of brush they got in there. They got, you know, they're cutting little stuff out all in through here. So they're getting it slowly but surely. There's the driveway. What's going to be the driveway. So, boom. It's starting to open up in there now. It's going to look good when they get done with it here. Basically, we're trying to keep right in line here. Get all that stuff cleared out. We're going to burn all this when we get it piled up. And then it's going to go here. It's going to wrap around the front yard. It's going to be out there. So we'll take all this little stuff here out. That little stuff up there out. And that group of trees there out. And we'll be getting close then. So let's get a bunch of little stuff out of here. Get it all cleaned up. Get it piled up. And we'll start making headway then. So we're getting there slowly but surely. Getting it cut back, knocked back out of the way. Keep it away from us. It'll look good here when it gets done. Out here, that one oak tree we was thinking we was going to take out. There it is. Ditch here, this is going to have to be cut back. Cut this down, soften it down in there. Put a pipe in the ground there. Right over top of it. We're good to go. There's the property corner. Pin there. So, looks good. It's gonna be good. Well, it'll be real nice in here when it gets done. You'll have this nice wooded lot here. You'll be able to be up in there. House will be up in there, out of everybody's way. It won't feel like you're in the city. We'll probably clean this stuff up here in this ditch. They clean that ditch out a little bit that way. But yeah, it's gonna look good. You figure the road out here, that's gonna be about maybe 2 foot above the road, something like that. So next thing to do is talk to the county and see if I can get me a pipe in here. Evidently the county puts you a pipe in for nothing. Put you a driveway access into your land. So I got to go down and talk to them about that. See if I can't get that underway. But it's getting there. Slowly but surely. Just knocking it right out. We'll come back with another update when we get a little farther along, but that's what it's looking like. I believe you can get a mobile home right through there. It's wide enough. You know, them houses are 8 foot wide, or 16 foot wide, and that's probably 25 foot wide now. You just got to be able to get in there and then pick the back of it up and slide it around and get it maneuvered where you need it. That's going to be the hard part. But I think we can handle it. Okay, y'all, we're here at the beginning. Here at the beginning stages of this here. This lot me and Ronnie acquired. We got a guy in here clearing it off. Or not clearing all of it. Clearing me a spot in here to put a mobile home. So I had him take out a few trees here. This is gonna be the driveway in. Looks like somebody had a tractor in here. It's pretty good. Cleared up around there. Push some bricks in the hole. Got us a pretty good spot in here. Opened up. Uh-huh. Looks pretty good here. Mm-hmm.
All right, folks, we're standing here about where the mobile home is going to be. There was a tree in the way. We've cleared out a nice little spot here, though. And we've got the other ones back all pretty healthy. We've got a big tree there, but basically we're far enough back where that isn't going to, if anything were to happen, that those branches wouldn't reach the home.
Unless the whole thing uproots, and it ain't going to do that, I don't believe.
Yeah.
The likelihood is very unlikely.
Yeah.
If it uproots, we got other problems.
Yeah. But they're going to have a nice yard, you know. I mean, right now it's not much, but there's plenty of nice open area here. And then there's also going to be there's a hedge of trees all the way around. But there's also a area there with no trees going into the neighbor's yard. And then if you look behind, there's a path that goes through the woods behind the place. It's pretty nice, really. It's going to end up being a nice little setup for somebody. And it's got nice trees. If you look around, there's no fallen trees out here. You know, there's a little one there. But there's none of these big trees have fallen, Donnie. What does that mean?
Must be some healthy ground.
I guess so.
There's a couple over there. But
Yeah.
That's way out there in the front yard. That's old growth stuff.
So I think these are some nice healthy trees. I don't see any more that we need to take down. You know, anytime you put something on a wooded lot, you have to think about, our trees going to fall on it. But I think we're good.
We're going to leave it here a little while too, to let the storm or two come by and make sure none of this stuff is weak now that we took the canopy that's blocking them out.
Yeah. So, but I think we're good. And we've got a couple hardwoods out in the front yard that'll give them a little bit of something nice to look at. But that one big tree there is the only one that's super concerning, but I think it's good. You can see where a couple limbs broke when they dropped some of these other trees. That should take care of itself. If it doesn't, we'll pull that down. Maybe we'll trim that one back that comes out a little bit.
The way I trim those down, Ronnie, have you ever saw me do that?
No.
You take a shotgun and you shoot it.
Yeah,
And then you don't have to climb up there.
Yeah, that's the good way to do it. Save you a bunch of time and money.
Yep.
So yeah, we got a nice little clearing here. Looking good, Donnie.
Well, y'all, if you like what you see, subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up for filming it, and we'll catch you on the next one.